Good morning. This is Laz Jr. Do me one favor, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel. I would gladly appreciate it. Also, hit the like button because it helps the algorithm. So there's a new bill. It's involves teachers and students about pronouns. And without further ado, let's just get into it.
With 29 yay votes from Kentucky state senators, SB 150 has passed. This legislation is one of a handful of bills centered around parental rights. But more controversially, it addresses how students' pronouns are used in the classroom.
Nothing in that bill prevents a parent or a guardian from requesting the use of a name or a nickname different from the name in the student's educational records.
SB 150 would give educators the option to use pronouns aligned with the student's gender identity, but not require it.
A middle ground can be found without forcing a teacher to use a pronoun that does not conform to the student's sex. But pronouns are different. The terms he and she communicate fixed facts about a person, and teachers should not be forced to violate their consciences regarding what they know to be true or not true.
The bill was introduced by Republican Senator Max Wise. Wise is also the running mate for gubernatorial candidate Kelly Craft. Opponents of the bill believe it's harmful to transgender kids, including Senator Karen Berg, who lost her transgender adult son to suicide in December.
Your vote, yes, on this bill means one of two things. Either you believe that trans children do not exist, or you believe that trans children do not deserve to exist.
Included in the 6 no votes was Democrat Robin Webb, who criticized the timing of this bill being brought to the floor. A new version of the bill was adopted by a committee just hours before.
It was not on this computer screen until just now. I've not had adequate time to do that. I've not had adequate time to see the testimony of mental health care professionals, one of which we honored here today, to see maybe what that impact of this may have.
Despite this opposition,
Senate Bill 150 as amended is passed.
It will now be up to lawmakers in the House to decide if this bill heads to the governor's desk. In Frankfort, Mason Brighton.
Okay, here's my thoughts on this. There's a saying: if you give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile from you. Well, in the 60s, they were trying to push same-sex marriage. The Supreme Court said no. Because, see, they knew what was going to happen. It was going to manifest, or they were going to ask for so many other things. It's not going to just be this one thing and then that's it. No. Well, this is that mile that's being taken. They want to be able to go to bathrooms. They want you to call them by what they want you to call them by. It's like they want so much. And I'm talking about people who say that they're trans men, trans women. Parents are on board with it, okay with it. And it's like you have a choice to live for God or to live for the devil. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. If you are okay with your son or your daughter doing that, that's your right. Rightfully so. Do what you want to do. Go ahead. Me, nope. I'm a man of God. And no, I don't accept it because I'm on the side of life, the side of Jesus Christ, whom I serve. Now, the lady was, upset about her son. Hey, it's really sad. Really, really sad. And they said transgender son, so I'm guessing that she had a daughter who wants to live her life as a boy. Okay. Or the other way around. I don't know. Sometimes that gets a little confusing for me. Anyway, so there's that. Right? Now, her child decided whether it was a boy or girl, decided that it was just too much for him to bear, and committed suicide. Understand this: when you committed suicide, you're judge, jury, and executioner of yourself. God doesn't get in the way of a choice. That's up to you to decide. Flat out. So at the end of the day, it's necessary. This is necessary. It's necessary for people to push back and say, hey, I'm not bowing down to what you want me to do. You want to talk about protection? You understand what's going on with school shootings? You know how many school shootings it's been? You know how many assaults it's been happening in college campuses, in prisons, all kinds of things. And you worried about what you want somebody to call you. Oh my goodness. So at the end of the day, people are saying, no, I'm not giving into your demands because you want me to do this or because you feel a certain way. I'm not doing it. And it's necessary. Think about this. If we, as the people or the Supreme Court, said yes to everything, do you know what type of a country we would have? It would be horribly bad. We said yes to everything. They said yes to everything. So, it's just something to think about. The answer is not always yes. It's also no. God bless. Please comment. God bless.